Nicola, Byrne, everybody!
Hi. There is a product that can prevent and kill cancer. It can also reduce the rate of diabetes and lower the likelihood of sudden infant death syndrome. Amongst other things, it can also save the NHS millions. What is that product?
Marijuana.
Marijuana. No, that product is breast milk. Breast milk contains 3 million germ-killing cells per teaspoon. A teaspoon is the same size as a baby's stomach at birth. When a baby is just 10 days old, the size is that of a small egg. Catch. Doesn't fit in my pocket. We as a nation do not do enough to support mothers and their breastfeeding journey. Breastfeeding isn't something that we're born knowing how to do, it's something that we have to learn to do together. 41% of babies that die within their first month of birth could have been saved if they were breastfed for the first hour after birth. So as a nation, we do not do enough to support breastfeeding mothers. Mothers should be able to hold their baby immediately after birth, giving them skin-to-skin contact, because this regulates the temperature, it regulates the breathing, the heart rate, and the oxygen saturation levels. Babies that have this experience are also calmer and cry less. Also, having this experience, it helps the baby guide themselves to the breast and helps them find the milk and helps them find the attachment. And babies that have this are more encouraged to breastfeed for longer. I had really bad advice after I had my baby, and 5 weeks after I had her, I had to have an operation. I was really poorly, ended up having part of my breast removed. As you can imagine, that was quite traumatic. People shouldn't have to go through that. People should have the right support around them, and that's why I'm here today. After I'd had my operation, I got a bit better. After Christmas, after New Year, finally had the health visitor stop visiting, finally had the district nurse stop all of her visits. So I set up my own charity. It was a Birmingham-based breastfeeding charity, which went really well. And I heard about this amazing event called the Big Latch which is like mothers from all over the country, all over the world, coming together and feeding their babies for just 1 minute. 1 minute at a set time across the planet. Turns out though, I didn't make it. If you've got small children, you know what it's like. You can never get out of the house on time, and to make it to that one location for that 1 minute, it's not going to happen. So as part of the charity, we decided to, why not, host our own Latch. We looked into it a bit more, and we found out that it's an annual event every August where 20,000 mothers are coming together across the planet to feed their baby. It builds support in the community. You get to make some great friends, and you get to really have positive impact on the people around you. So now I'm the UK contact for the Global Big Latch and if you've got a small business, if you've got a pub, a restaurant, a little business, anything at all, consider hosting a Latch. Get some people together. It doesn't cost you anything, and you're supporting the community in doing so. So also, I'm asking you for a little bit of support for the community as well. If you see a mum breastfeeding, give them a smile. Show that you support them. If they're stuck in a chair, in a coffee shop with a baby, they haven't got a drink, ask them if they want a drink. They're taking a 10-minute break, the baby's quiet, the baby's stopped crying. Just ask them if they want a cup of tea. Can you get them a glass of water? You'll be doing so much for them. So I want you to clap your hands if you feel a little bit more positively towards breastfeeding now than what you did when you came in, please, if you would. So, wonderful, thank you. And I'm going to finish with a quote by the Latch League. Breastfeeding is an instinctual and natural act, but it is also an art that is learnt day by day. The reality is that almost all women can breastfeed, have enough milk for their babies, and can learn how to overcome problems, both large and small. It is almost always simply a matter of practical knowledge and not a question of good luck. Thank you.